Stephen, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, Ed, I'm doing great, and you?
Super. Hey, listen,
All right.
as you know, three wellness business opportunity, it's 5 star. I mean,
All the way.
very few network marketing companies in this space or in the health and wellness space are 3 star. And one of them really is the products, but there's really five things that determine this.
Right. Now, 5 star all the way, 100%.
And anyway, we have one of the leaders in he's a 35-year veteran in the network marketing space. Started at 21, and he was a consultant in the network marketing space also. So he knows how to dive into a company and to give it the determination of a 5 star company. And we're going to let Mark Yule explain the reason why 3 is a fabulous business, a 5 star business opportunity, and it's a global opportunity.
Absolutely.
For me, because I consulted for the industry, I get the opportunity over my career to have 2 hats. One corporate hat, where I've been, a corporate consultant, and then I've also been down in the trenches building, just like all of you, for years and years and years. But I know what a good company looks like, and there's a way to really score it. I had this philosophy that you look at the five most important pillars of a company, and you can give it a report card, from 1 star to 5 star. And it really is, and the closer you get to a 25-star company, that's when you've kind of hit gold, if that makes sense. And the first and the most important one is management. It's like, what is the management? Who are they? What do they stand for? And to me, that's companies fall and rise on leadership, period. Now, I've known Daniel Piku longer than any of you guys. So I know him 3 years prior to any of you guys. And honestly, he is probably the smartest guy. I tease him because he's so dang smart. I'm like, I'd love to see you on Jeopardy. I tease him because it's funny through the course of me knowing him, just how because he's got a photographic memory. There's nothing that goes in there. He sorts it in files, and he has to pause sometimes and he has to sort through his files to remember information. But chances are, Melissa, he probably remembers you the exact minute that he met you, time, date stamped in his mind. He says, I met you on such and such date at this hotel. And I see him do that all the time. And I just like, it's funny that, and so, but the thing I love most about Daniel, he's a brilliant businessman. And this is a space that he just absolutely loves and he's passionate about. And I've never seen anybody that was more poised to take on that next level role than Mr. Daniel Piku. And as I've gotten to know all of the individuals over there, we're just very, very fortunate to have this level of leadership and compassion, understanding, and love and commitment. I've never seen anyone work harder than Daniel, ever. I always, I'm telling you, the guy just is a robot in that regard. So I always have to say, slow down a little bit. You don't want to burn yourself out. But his commitment is 5 star. Who he is and what he stands for and his understanding and is absolutely 5 star. And so that's the first thing I look for. That's, if you've got that, then, you can pivot and adjust and do amazing things. Second is product. This is just anybody that knows anything about who we are and what we represent. I don't even need to, it's a 5 star product. No questions about that. So then, you look at timing, and timing means different things to different people. But I always say, look, there is this concept called first mover's advantage. If you get a stock tip early, it can pay huge dividends. And we have that opportunity as well, is to get in at the very beginning. You're the first person on the block to have it. You can go talk to millions of people right now, and no one has ever heard of 3 International. So that is, and again, I don't think that timing will ultimately determine, that you can't go on and make millions, because I've seen some of the biggest biggest players come in 3 or 4 or 5 years down the road. But I'll tell you what, getting in the beginning and getting that early stock tip is special, and it allows you to really get a jump start, especially if you're fairly new at the industry. And then you look at compensation structure, and you want kind of the latest and greatest. The thing I love about our compensation structure is that it really hits both of the best, kind of best of both worlds. One is you have a binary structure that allows you to go infinitely deep. And if you know the concept, this is kind of my specialty. You get security when you build depth. When you can go infinite levels of deep, to track volume, just sales volume, not multi-level volume, that is a powerful way to create security. Your security is in your depth. And then if you happen to be a really good, if you have the ability to recruit and do it better than other people, it's a personal reward. If you have the ability to bring in more people in the business, we call it the width factor, going wide. That's where the wealth really comes in. So you get the best of both worlds: unlimited depth, unlimited width, and you get to marry the two. And so this concept in a plan is the most attractive in the world. It's the one that is being heralded as the most genius of all plans out there, because it is just fair all the way across the board for everybody. And so I love that element of it. And then, so that's the fourth one, and I give ours a 5-star. So, and then the last one is the company, is their heart right? Is their compassion right? Are they willing to give back to the world and do great things in the world? And if a company is willing to give back, to make a difference in the world and bless lives, I automatically give them a 5-star. I mean, in that regard. And you look at, we checked all the boxes. Management, 5-star, in my opinion. And you guys can take it or leave it, but 2, products, 5-star. 3, timing, 5-star. 4, compensation structure, 5-star. Charity, giving back, making a difference, blessing life, 5 stars. And so I would say, look, this is how I evaluate companies. If I were looking at a company, and that's what leaders look at. So when they're looking at 3 from the outside, these are the 5 things that people are looking at if they're in the know. And if any of those are, and some, you might say, well, geez, that's only their product. It's not that great. It's a 2-star. To me, that's enough for me to walk away. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if that helps you or not, but that's how I critique companies. And that's how I've taught. And I've written ebooks about how to choose the correct company. And that's information I can help you, as you go through how to select a good network marketing company. But this is as good as it gets. I've never seen this level of leadership where, honestly, there are hundreds of people that have made 6 figures in this company already, which I have never seen in 35 years. It's exceptional leadership and good people too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're back. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Mark knows he breaks it down beautifully.
He does. He sure does.
You know what I was just thinking about? Mark started at 21 the old school way, going to hotel rooms, flying all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have the opportunity now to be all over the world in an instant.
14 countries, yep, and more.
Yeah, plus just even with just what we're doing right here, we're streaming live. I mean, someone all around the world, no matter where, and 14 countries we're working in, and anywhere else in the world. Honestly, it's just kind of, it's amazing thinking like you used to have to go over to somebody's house to have a little meeting and drive maybe an hour to get over there, where now we can do this and just be out there creating something beautiful.
Yes, 100%.
So anyway, look, we have a lot of top leaders. We have a great opportunity, a 5-star opportunity here.
Mm-hmm.
We got a link below. Put your name and email in there. Come talk with me and Stephen. We'd love to connect with you. You could find us anywhere out there. We're all over the place. And we'd really like to introduce you to what we're doing in more depth in these 8-minute videos, 10-minute videos.
We've got lots of tools, lots of training, lots of resources, lots of support, and lots of love. We're a happy family and the fastest growing team in the company. So come on out.
And like this morning, I was out doing, I appraised real estate. So I was out doing an appraisal. I finished it up and it was 10:30. So every day at 10:30, we have about a half-hour huddle meeting. And Stephen, he's always on it. And when he takes, while he's walking, he's always out hiking and walking and doing a variety of things. So I text him, and within a split second, he texted me the link back because it wasn't saved in my Zoom on my phone. So, but within a matter of seconds, I was watching the Zoom as, you know, I had it sitting in my, it popped up in my car while I was driving, and I had to drive about a half hour to get to my next job. So I got to hear a beautiful training today. You know, and you can do it at any time of the day. You know, like you said, they're all recorded, and they're recorded within probably like a half hour of when they do them.
Typically, yep, absolutely. No, and you're right. We have a beautiful team calendar that's got a link to every training, every event, every presentation. It's all super, super easy and super duplicatable to share with the people in your team and in your life.
Yeah, I mean, it's plug and play, right?
Yep, all the tools, all the systems, all.
I mean, like you said, we've had some of the top industry leaders like Mark, you know, that understand this thing, and they realize that systems make this business work for everybody.
Yep, no reinventing the wheel needed. We have everything in place and the tracks to run on. All you got to do is just make a decision.
So anyway, connect with us. We love to connect, and you have a great night.
Absolutely. Take care, folks.
Yep.